Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Cabot Home Chill with Art. You're hanging out with me, Miss Gabby. I'm really excited for today's project. We are making watercolor garland, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cutting them into circles. So we can use any shape or do whatever we want, but you know, a circle, I just like kind of like how the uniformity of the circle, you know, the roundness, and it can honestly go into any room and be hung up anywhere, you know. But quick shout out to General Motors, they're our sponsors. Without them, like, we wouldn't be able to come every week and give everyone free art tutorials. So you know, you should check out our archive. We have so many awesome videos that we've already made from the past year. So yeah, let's just hop right in and let's see what we're making. So yeah, so this is going to be our garland. I am super excited. So you can do it front to back, or you can just do one-sided one. See, like, I have mine hung up already over here. You see this, right? But yeah, we're going to get started, and I'm going to show you what we're going to be using today. Let me just get this. There we go. You can see a little bit. So yes, we're going to need our watercolor paint today because that's what we're going to be using. We'll need a watercolor piece of paper. Let me just straighten this out a little bit. Sorry about that. And then we'll need a water cup with a paintbrush, scissors. I have tape and string. And what I'm going to be using today, just for the sake of time, but you can definitely, you know, use whatever you need to cut out these circles. But this is just like helping me to cut out 2 in circles. So if you have any other shapes or anything like that, that can, you know, be like cutouts or anything, that would be great. So let's just jump right into it. Sorry. So, you know, I like the abstract look kind of, but I really wanted to kind of create this warm toned with like just little splotches of black in these. So what I did is I started out with this large piece of paper, and then, you know, once it dried, cut them down to make these circles. So, you know, I really like that, but I'm just going to go ahead and start with getting my paper wet first. And if you want to, you can create some little fun patterns. And what I really like about watercolors is it's just like a very nice process. I really like to kind of slow down and like think about my work and like what I'm doing. So I'm just going to start with the wet on wet technique. And you know, we gotta wait for it to dry so we can add to it a bit later. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna kind of go maybe a cool tone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Looks like I have a piece of hair. So I'm just saturating my brush and kind of going over, you know, all of that I just kind of made. I'm gonna go back to my water and kind of create more fun, like, things here. Yep. So just kind of really starting off with some simple lines to just watch that paint like really spread. So what I like about my little paint palettes here is I have different color blues. So I'm just gonna go ahead, maybe I'm gonna just do some splashes. That's what I did with my previous one. Maybe move things out of the way, and just taking my brush, dousing it with some paint and then some more water and then just splashing. But see, I'm not waiting for it to dry right now because I just kind of want everything to bleed together because I want to see how that's going to turn out, right? I want to see how that will spread and dry. But you can do, honestly, like any combinations that you really want. And I'm going to let this dry, and because I can paint the back side to do double-sided, or I could, you know, just use this one side. But I'm going to let this dry. You can kind of see how everything's moving around. I'm going to just put it off to the side right here. So I already have this one that I created that's already dry. But you see, this one is very plain. I kind of let everything bleed warm tones. This one I kind of created a pattern on it. So what we're going to do, if you have a circle or a bowl or a cup or something that can help you be traced, and then you can cut them out with scissors, lovely. But what I really like about this is this cuts them right out for us. So that's what I like about this. And I know these will all be uniform, but you know, you got to make sure that you space them out correctly, or else, you know, they'll cut into one another. So You know, so it's cutting out a perfect circle every time, which I really, really like. But, you know, if you want to be a little less perfect, you can just cut them out by hand, which, you know, it's totally okay too. Especially because, like, if I have like this cap I can use, you know, to create some circles, and then, you know, trace them and then cut them out. But yeah, so I'm just gonna take these and take them out. Kind of stuck a little bit here. So yeah, and that's why I painted the front and the back side of this paper, because I want to be able to, you know, see both of them. So I'm gonna finish cutting them out later, but see, this one I didn't cut through all the way, so I'm just gonna put that one off to the side. I have a couple from before, but you see those backs aren't painted, but I like them because here I just glue or tape two together. So so next we want to take our string or yarn or whatever that we have. I'm just going to make a nice long arm's length. But, you know, if you're working on a longer garland for a wall, I'm just going to go ahead and cut. And yeah, so I'm just going to lay out my string. I'm going to leave a little bit at the end here. I kind of like this because it looks like a heart on that side. But I'm just going to take tape. That's what I'm going to use. Just take a little piece of tape and just tape the circle right to the string. So if you have like, I don't mind this because it's masking tape so much, but I'm just going to kind of lay all these out very close together. I like them to be close together. So you can see, not overlapping or anything, but so it's just, you know, a little process. So once, you know, yours are dry, you can just cut out your circles. And I'm just going and taping, and it's okay. So if you do have some clear tape, even better, you know, maybe it won't like hinder your design or anything that you've created with these. I'm just going to keep going. Kind of laying them all out. And it's okay that you just gotta move some things around. So, and like I said, if you want to make them longer, that's what I highly suggest doing. You know, like your garland. And I'm trying to tape them like right in the middle here. So there's a few different ways to technique it and try it out. But yeah, you can see it's starting to look pretty cool. You know, looks really pretty. And I think like hung up with this one, it's going to look really cool too. But yeah, that's why I'm starting to make a warm or a cool toned one, just because I've been using these like warm colors already. So kind of switching it up a little bit, making it, you know. But yeah, I know this is a quick one, but you can kind of see and, you know, finish and kind of have fun with what, you know, was being made. And I'm really excited to hang my garland, you know, because I have my little office space, or, you know, put it somewhere else like in the living room, or give it as a gift, or use them for a party or something. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. So now it's clean up. You can kind of see that I have paint all over these parts here. So you can just take some wipes or something and just wipe them down. Or maybe if you splattered your paint or anything like that, but definitely, you know, clean up and put everything away. You know, and if you are creating or anything, definitely send us some stuff. We'd love to see. You know, I'm always happy to see if you can email us or drop it in the comments, the garland that you made or anything else that you've made through our tutorials. We would love to see. But thanks for hanging out with me. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.